It's Friday, 3 o'clock Friday, June 16th Friday. Only 2 more days actually, one more day after today. and we're going to have a great show. Let's start it off with how we always do.
Quick disclaimer. Opinions expressed by Bill Doobie Variety Channel are for education and entertainment purposes only. Viewers are encouraged to further research this topic, so as not to be caught unprepared in the future. Feel free to leave any questions you may have in comments section below.
Yep. Leave all the questions you can down in comments section down below. And thank you to our head moderator who's with us, the Virginia Show. Yay! She is a great moderator. And let's get on with the show. I think that was today we have a service announcement from YouTube. Welcome to the live stream. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. Staying safe with live streams. Content. Know what type of videos to stream. When filming videos of your friends, classmates, or teens, remember that they should never be sexually suggestive, violent, or dangerous. Note that this rule also applies to live chat. Learn more about our community guidelines. Of course, they have that where we can go even further. Let's go to the next one, personal info. Be cautious about sharing any personal info during your live stream and in live chat. Admin access for your channel should only be given to who you trust. YouTube will not ask you for moderation privileges in the stream. Control. Report inappropriate videos or block users from chat that make you or others feel uncomfortable. Learn more about that in managing live chat. Privacy. YouTube has features to help you limit who can see the live streams you post. Protect your privacy by setting personal live streams to private or unlisted if necessary. Use the privacy and safety settings page to explore the tools available to help you manage your experience on the site. Well, thank you, YouTube. That was much appreciated. Always nice to know the rules. Here we have all sorts of good news today. Rice. Wash it or don't wash it before cooking. Well, washing it is a good idea before cooking. And why? Unless you have enriched rice, which is saying do not wash before cooking, there's no harm in washing it. And as a matter of fact, it helps improve texture. It removes dust and debris. There might be insect problems with the rice, in storage, or chemicals that were applied to it. prior to packaging, just all sorts of things. It's best to wash the rice off, cook it, and then be done with it. And even enriched rice, if you want to wash that really quickly, it will wash off some of the nutrients that are added to the rice afterwards, but no harm, no foul. Removes impurities. Just clearing that up. That was also in quite a few other news stories. Now, KGB. KGB has added to the Paul McCartney piece of the puzzle as to why George Harrison isn't needed for the remake of the Now and Then is the name, the original title of the song that John Lennon had written before he died, which had not gotten produced. And Paul, George, and Ringo had taken a stab at it in 1995, and they weren't quite happy with their recording. And it sounds like they're going to be using AI to synthetically inject John's voice into Then and Now and Then. Now and Then. Paul McCartney. Also, another thing that I thought was of interest of the 101 KGB article that I had read is that Yoko had actually handed Paul over quite a few cassettes of John's after his death. Kind of nice of her to do that. Now, June 13th, archaeologists had found small little flutes. I mean, like little teeny tiny flutes made out of bones that date back 12,000 years or more. And they hypothesized that these little flutes might have been used as lures to catch birds, you know, or as a bird call so that you could see the bird. I don't know. Anyways, I wasn't there 12,000 years ago. We have discovered a new solar system with 2 suns where planets orbit around 2 suns. Just like in sci-fi movies, except now it really has happened. They found one. On June 14th, another study confirms that plants send out different signals in relation to different types of ways that they're being touched. Very interesting that they can confirm this. We knew that planets send out signals. You know, quite a few planets like the Venus flytrap, that sends out a signal because how would it know to close up and catch that fly? Now, a study also shows that people can reverse their biological age by as much as 3 years in just 8 weeks. Kind of interesting. I mean, if 8 weeks would reverse you biologically 3 years, what would happen if another 8 years? And let's see, 8 weeks, I'm 66, so 8 times 3 goes into 66, 11 times 8, you know, and yet less than a year I could go all the way back to birth almost. I don't think so. I think they're talking about just one time doing it, and if you're really out of shape. Madagascar, they're working with NGO to green the Madagascar. I didn't realize that so much of Madagascar had been deforested, and that is what they're working on. Also, I found it interesting that people are using NGO with no explanation. And what NGO is, just in case you don't know, because I knew it from context, but I wanted to make sure that I knew it. there's one thing of contextual knowledge where you hear a word used and you can like maybe think you know what it is, but to look it up and find out exactly what it is. Non-government organization. That's what NGO is. And they're working in Madagascar to help the farmers, help everybody there so that they have less deforestation. There's over 14,000 unique plant species in Madagascar, and also of those 14,000 plus plant species, 80% of them are found only in Madagascar. All the more reason to preserve Madagascar. South Korea has a new program where they recycle 90% of the food waste, basically. And they're using that to make fertilizer and compost for growing food. It's a good idea. And as a matter of fact, they just started that same program in San Diego. And I remember I did not want this. I was thinking, oh, it'll stink up my kitchen, and what do I want this thing with the food? And I'm very surprised. As a matter of fact, it's cut down immensely on my fruit fly problem, because now all of the wet, all my peelings and everything goes into this little container that has a bug-proof lid to it. And I've had very little problem with fruit flies. And when they do come, they don't have anything to feed on. I mean, in the past, they used to go into the garbage because that's where all the stuff went. Now, June 16th, also there was a $25 million donation made to Hawaii in their coral restoration projects out there. I remember back in 98, I went out to Hawaii on an annual training with the military, and I went on a sub tour, and they also have coral restoration products that the Navy's been doing also when they've been sinking ships just outside of the breakwaters, and that's been harboring for marine life, and the coral actually forms on the ships also. So, learning all sorts of stuff in the news with me. Dark energy spectroscopy. I really had a hard time understanding it, and also understanding the YouTube video, which they linked us to. But basically they're saying that they've mapped the universe, 1% of the universe, and there's over 700,000 objects that they've been using dark energy spectroscopy. So I guess there's a way to find out where dark energy is coming from, is basically what they're saying. And they're going to fill in the void of other information where there's no real information as far as a black hole or things like that. So working towards getting a better 3D map of the universe. And thought to paralyzed man. There's a paralyzed man who with a spinal implant is able to walk again, because it helps to have his so that his brain can send signals to his, by thought he can help himself walk. And he uses a cane too. It isn't without other support, but he can't stand upright and walk. So there is a brain connection. Bionic. Last story is in England. With construction, they found a mausoleum which dates back to early Romans. And that is the news that is the news. Stay tuned for Father's Day clues and hints of things to do and things to get for Father's Day, for spouses. And we'll take a little intermission there. I was just testing you all earlier because I wanted to have you all test your lip reading skills. Bridget D, thanks for coming. Miss Key Kitchen, great to see you in here. And the Pedroza Travel, I'm a little jealous. I think it's great that you're out on the cruise and having fun. That sounds amazing. Although they might be at the pier, but either way, it's always fun to be on a cruise ship, regardless of whether they're underway or not. I'm thinking about one of these days, maybe taking a trip up to the Queen Mary and staying on there for a night. That would be kind of fun. So just wanted to pop in here real quick and get back to the rest of the show. Oh, what you've all been waiting for. What should spouses give to their spouse for Father's Day? How about a gift certificate for couples spa and massages? I've had that a couple of times. That is great. Couples massage, the best. Buy tickets to see a Broadway show or musical. That would be fun. Or musical performances. A surprise romantic weekend getaway. I like that. That's great. Surprise him with a professional family portrait. Engrave a thoughtful message of appreciation into a bracelet, watch, or some other memorabilia. Host a themed party with close friends. Secretly invite out-of-town ones too. Offer a day of a complete indulgence of whatever he wants with no interruptions. 68, and this is one that's good for Mother's Day too, is a month-long dad appreciation or mom appreciation for Mother's Day. Calendar filled with daily fun, prizes and surprises, notes, treats, and other things. 69. Interview kids about why they love their dad and compile it in a touching video montage. Highlight milestones, dates, without, using custom map art where you met, got married, your first house together, babies, who knows what else you could add onto there. Leave little surprises hidden around the house, leading to a grander Father's Day revelation. I think all fathers love Father's Day. I don't know which is more fun, being the recipient or the giver on presents. Because as we get older, we realize that the presents are as much for the giver as they are for the receiver. And for that reason, it's important, if you are a dad, make sure to be appreciative of every present you get. Regardless of whether you appreciate it now, you will appreciate it later, if you get what I mean. Customized travel accessories like passport holder, luggage tag, documenting unforgettable experiences together. Send thoughtful, unexpected text messages expressing gratitude and love throughout the day. There's something that you could do, especially if you're not spending the day together, which might be part of one of Dad's gifts, is giving him some solitude. All right, create DIY coupons redeemable for favorite home-cooked meals, nights off from parenting duties, and other acts of service and love. This is where the AI really excelled this time, because I was able to segregate out the appropriate gifts and everything by spouse, adult children, young children, siblings, and other people in their lives. Collaborate on writing heartfelt vows, reasons you fell in love, and share them privately in a private ceremony. Replace old worn out item. Ooh, this could be dangerous. Wallet, shoes, high quality versions as a testament of your belief in him being deserving of the best. Ooh. That's where AI and I differ. You don't want to mess with a man's wallet unless he wants it messed with. Purchase online classes, courses, fitness, cooking to embark on together. Nothing like combining Father's Day and couples therapy all in one. That's a good thing, because a couple that stays together plays together. Host a backyard barbecue for family and friends in Dad's honor. Also, if Dad loves to cook and Dad is the cook all the time, let him cook, because he loves it. Just make sure to get his beers to the or whatever he's drinking out to him at the barbecue pit. Gift personalized leather goods, wallet, belt, journal with engraved initials and messages. Gift a subscription box aligned with his interest, delivered monthly. For example, if he's a golfer, you could get golf things delivered monthly. If he likes to eat fruits and vegetables, Fruit of the Month Club. If he's a newspaper nut, maybe subscriptions to 10 different newspapers. Who knows? But that is the 20 for the spouse. I think that's all 20. Yep, 80 was the last one. Subscriptions. And now I'm going to turn it back over to this guy over here. And he did. Yay. And we got through all 20. I know you guys have heard me talk a lot about AI and stuff over the last year. And it's just because I'm so excited. I've tried out so many different AIs, and I finally figured out a way to make it so that people can understand it a little bit more. There's different programs, and think of them like cars. You know, all cars burn gas, but not all cars burn gas the same way. So anyways, that's my AI explanation quick. I was so excited. Pedroza Travel, that being on the cruise line, we feel honored that you're jumping into the stream and being with us. Very, very nice. Thank you. And Miss Key Kitchen, it was great to see you in here. And also super great to see you, Bridget D. And I hope that you guys are all having a great time and talking amongst yourselves and all sorts of fun things. And it's amazing. NGO, I never thought about the fact that there's always a personal interest, like they say, chase the money. find out the money trail and you'll find out where things go. Uh, a perfect example is the Food and Drug Administration. When we banned cyclamates years and years and years and years ago, back in the, what was it, 70s, that the cyclamates got banned. But the studies that they did on the rats, and they said that these are, valid studies and stuff, you would have died from just drinking the amount of soda that you would have had to drink with the cyclamates long before uh, the cyclamates would have given you cancer, just because it came out to about 600 gallons a day that you had to drink of that, which would have killed a person. strange, strange things. The AI app, yes, the AI app that I used for doing this one is Voila, and Voila, with the little thing over the I think it is. I can't remember where it is. I spelling and reading elude me half the time, but that has been one of the best AI apps that I've used of recent. I just purchased another one called Right Seed, which doesn't seem to access the GPT, which is the main AI. See, that's the gas. And then people are building interfaces around it so that you can access it. And think of it like, you see a Corvette, and why shouldn't my car outperform a Corvette running the same gas? Well, because a Corvette is a sports car, and mine is just a little itty bitty wind up. Yeah, it doesn't take much to get me going on AI. Shout out to all the new friends. Yes, thank you very much for all the new friends. I can't believe that we're still going, and we are still putting out videos, and we're still having fun. And it has been an amazing time with new friends, new ideas, and we're always trying out new things on YouTube, because YouTube has just made it so much easier for people to get monetized. You only have to have 500 subscribers. Isn't that insane? That is great. 500 subscribers and 3,000 instead of 4,000 watch hours. That's like saying, here's your 25% off discount and a 50% discount on the amount of family members that you need on your channel. And we're on the road to 2K. It's going to be fun. And you know what? I am going to do one thing. I knew I had that up there for a reason. Then I closed it out, and I'm going to put this thing in chat. And anybody who's still here that wants to join us after the broadcast, guess what? That's the link. I know we said we weren't going to do it, but you never know. That's why we always keep everybody on their toes. And the replay crew, I'm sorry, that link won't work for you. But we appreciate you. We appreciate every single person and every single minute that we get with everybody. And thanks for sharing, commenting, and what an engagement. It's so amazing. I should show on the stream, speaking of engagement. Here's what everybody's been saying. And here's the thing about the Father's Day, during Father's Day, what we were saying. And let's see what we have up here. And then we had questions. What are the questions? Have you seen the shorts? Yeah, I've seen them. I made them. And don't forget to check out our community wall, because we have a great community wall. And speaking of community walls, go over to Bridget D's YouTube page and say hi, howdy to her on her community wall. I hear there's a post there. I'm going to go check it out after the broadcast. And which is kind of weird. Oh, okay. What else we got here? Government is appreciated. We don't always get questions. If you get a question mark in there, it's guaranteed. And thank you for everybody that came today. I'm going to make myself big and because I love you all, have a happy Father's Day weekend. Thank you for everybody that came. Bridget D, Miss Key Kitchen, The Virginia Show, Pedroza Travel. Love you all.